Hello friends, this is Divya and I'm back with another episode of Personalities. Today we are going to talk about a very inspiring personality, India's first women IPS officer, Kiran Bedi. So before I begin, I would like to request you to subscribe Aisha's channel if you haven't yet. There are many video series coming, so don't forget to press the bell notification. Watch the foundational videos before watching these videos because those videos form your basis for the UPSC preparation. And Vash sir has launched the 2023 batch, right, for May for 2023 test series as well as the timetable, so you can definitely join that. It is highly recommended if you want to come with the flying colors. Okay, so let's begin. So Kiran Bedi, as I mentioned earlier, is the first woman to have joined the officer ranks of Indian Police Service IPS in 1972. She is the 24th LG Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry and has served the United Nations as civilian police advisor in peacekeeping operations. She is in PhD from IIT Delhi with a post doctoral Nehru Fellowship. She is an author of several books, latest being Fearless Governance. She is an Asian tennis champion, winner of Gallantry Award and the Magsaysay Award, which is also known as Asia's Nobel Peace Award. She has a biopic on her name called Yes Madam Sir, which was made by Australian Megan Donman. She founded two foundations, that is NGOs, Navjyoti India Foundation and India Vision Foundation, which serve the underprivileged in rural, urban areas and in prison for last 30 years. We'll know about her childhood and family. So Kiran Peshawariya, which is her actual surname, she was born on 9 June 1949 in Amritsar in East Punjab. She is the second child of Prakash Lal, her father, Prakash Lal Peshawariya and Premlata Peshawariya. She started her formal studies in 1954 at the Sacred Heart Convent School in Amritsar. She participated in National Cadet Corps, that is NCC, among other extracurricular activities. So Kiran Bedi graduated in 1968 with a Bachelor of Arts BA Honours in English from Government College for Women at Amritsar. The same year, she won the NCC Cadet Officer Award. In 1970, she obtained a master's degree in political science from Punjab University, which is in Chandigarh, and from 1970 to 72, she taught as lecturer at Khalsa College for Women in Amritsar. She taught courses related to political science. Later, during her career in Indian Police Service, she also earned a Bachelor of Law degree from the Faculty of Law, University of Delhi in 1988 and a Doctorate of Philosophy from the Indian Institute of Technology, that is IIT Delhi, Department of Social Sciences in New Delhi in 1993. Now Kiran Bedi started playing tennis from the age of 9 and always recalls going straight to the tennis court from school where her father would be waiting for her. She won the National Junior Championship 1966 and the Senior National title in 1974. She also became the Asian Tennis Champion in 1972. She played competitive tennis from the age of 13 to the age of 30, even after joining the IPS. Indian Police Service as a career. So Kiran Bedi frequented the service club in Amritsar, where interaction with senior civil servants inspired her to take up a public service career. On 16 July 1972, she started her police training at the National Academy of Administration in Mussoorie. She was the only woman in a batch of 80 men and she became the first women IPS officer. Now, training at National Police Academy at Mount Abu. The then Home Minister K.C. Pant tried to dissuade her from joining the police services as there were no women in it before her. But Kiran Bedi was determined to join the police services, and the sports and NCC background she had gave her the confidence to step into this male-dominant field. As an ASP of Chanakyapuri, after completing her training, she was given the first posting as ACP Chanakyapuri. In the harsh winters of Delhi, she would practice marching with a sword in her hand 14 kilometers every day. She led the parade and became the first woman to lead an all-male contingent in the Republic Day parade. Seeing a woman lead the parade, the then Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi cheered for her and invited her for breakfast the very next day. ACP New Delhi and Gallantry Award. Kiran Bedi was posted as ACP New Delhi in 1978 to 79. When Kiran Bedi was ACP Delhi, the Akalis and Nirankaris were fighting against each other, and the Nirankaris were leading an agitation towards the India Gate and Vijay Chowk. She went along with her DCP platoon to stop the mobs from reaching Rashtrapati Bhavan and the Parliament House, but they tried to enter all roads which led to these buildings. Kiran Bedi kept running from one road to another, controlling these mobs. Soon she found herself all alone, fighting against these mobs, and all she had in her hand was a wooden baton, lathi. She was ahead with a sheer sense of duty and fought against them and controlled the mob single-handedly. She was injured during this operation but didn't let the pain stop her from doing her duty. For this courageous act, she was awarded President Gallantry Medal in 1979 as a Deputy Commissioner of Police, West Delhi. While she was posted as DCP West, she began the practice of participative policing and also joined national patrolling, night patrolling by the citizen and the police together. This area had a lot of criminal activity and there weren't enough police officers to handle this kind of crime. Then as a DCP Traffic. This came as a challenge to her because she had to handle the traffic arrangements for the upcoming Asian Games. In New Delhi, she did not spare errant motorists from the rich and influential section of the society, which resulted in a powerful lobbying against her. After the Asian Games were over, she was transferred to Goa for 3 years. According to contemporary rumors, Indira Gandhi's aides R.K. Dhawan and Yashpal Kapoor, as well as her yoga instructor Dhirendra Brahmachari, whom Kiran Bedi had personally fined for a wrongly parked car, played a role in her transfer. Her 7-year-old daughter suffered from nephritic syndrome. She was seriously ill at that time, and Kiran Bedi requested the Home Minister not to transfer her out of Delhi until her daughter's conditions become stable. Her requests were not entertained, and she had to leave behind her daughter, who was too ill to accompany her. As a Mizoram DIG range. In 1993, Kiran Bedi was transferred to Mizoram and posted as DIG range. Here again, she came across a rampant drug problem and tried to find solutions for the same. She came back to Delhi in 1993. Now as a IG of prison in Tihar. So in 1993, Kiran Bedi was posted as DIG prisons in Tihar jail. She made history by completely reforming the prison into Tihar Ashram. As a police advisor, UN, Kiran Bedi became the first woman to be appointed the United Nations Civilian Police Advisor in the Department of Peacekeeping Operations. As a DGP, BPRD. So Kiran Bedi's last posting was as Director General of Police, Bureau of Police Research and Development. So BPRD was set up in 1971 by the Government of India to modernize the police forces. The functions of the Bureau include facilitating research in the fields of policing. Now in 2007, she applied for the post of Delhi Police Commissioner. She was overlooked in favor of Yudhvir Singh Dadwal, who was junior to her, reportedly because the senior bureaucrat saw her as too outspoken and radical. She resigned from police services in November 2007, citing personal reasons. After retirement, as we know, Kiran Bedi was involved in many domains. After retirement, she also got into social activism, and she allied with some social activists like of that time, like Anna Hazare, Arvind Kejriwal, Prashant Bhushan, in a campaign against corruption. Her NGO Navjyoti India Foundation provided her residential treatment it provided the residential treatments to nearly 20,000 drug and alcohol addicts. It also started crime prevention programs such as education of street children and slum kids. In 2010, it also established the Navjyoti Community College, which was affiliated to IGNOU. Now as a Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. or LG of Puducherry. So in 2015, she was BJP's Chief Minister candidate for the 2015 Delhi Assembly elections, in which Arvind Kejriwal, AAP's CM candidate. She lost the election from Krishnanagar constituency. On 22nd May 2016, she was appointed as the LG of Puducherry, and she had introduced several best practices in Puducherry that are akin to management lessons that were outlined by her at the 50th Governors Conference in Delhi. She resigned as the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry on 16 February 2021. So with this, we have come an end to this episode. Hope you enjoyed this very inspiring story, and hope please support us by sharing and liking these videos. Thank you. We'll meet in the next one.